if you look at all the Pakistani statements put together, you get no idea of where they stand. The only question that needs to be asked now perhaps is, will their national security advisor, who was thrown out of his job for speaking the truth not too long back, for admitting that Kasaf is a Pakistani and then being summarily just thrown out in one of the most high-profile incidents of diplomatic humiliation or government humiliation, will he be brought back? On the show tonight, we have G. Parthasarthi. He's on the bottom right, and Harish Salve is with us, as is Mahesh Jetpalani. We are getting our guest Tariq Azim from Pakistan, who had a completely different line on the subject just 2 days back. He's joining us in a few seconds. My first question goes to you, Harish Salve, because I want to look at the legal part of it first. Now, the simple point can be, we are obliged. They've thrown the ball back in our court. They have the trail of evidence. They have the trail of financing, but they need fingerprints. They need the DNA. They need to know who the possible Indian accomplices and support are. They are asking questions about how they got Indian SIM cards, etc., etc. And hence, while this can be a diplomatic victory, in reality it means nothing. They are not obliged to act. How do you read that?
Worse, you are being set up. Tomorrow they will say that our investigation was complete, but the Indian end of the investigation failed to keep its date with history, and the Indians have not given us proper evidence, and of course their fiercely independent Pakistan courts will deal with it accordingly as a case of where there is insufficient evidence, and Pakistan will say, see, we are such good boys, we did all that we had to, and it's these lousy Indians who let us down. You're being set up.
Yes, you're being set up.
Come on, who can believe Pakistan's position today on this issue? Who can believe this whole problem of terrorism is born in their state, it grows in their state, it is nurtured in their state, it is mothered by their government? Who's going to believe that they are now seriously going to take those fellows to task?
Okay. G. Parthasarthi, let me take your view on what Pakistan has said. First, I mean, you've seen it all, and we want to just know how you read Pakistan's statement today, and whether you think this is going to take us anywhere, or whether we should now take the opportunity and squeeze them harder. If so, how?
Aruna, you would recall that yesterday when I was on your show, you had shown Prime Minister Gilani proclaiming, firstly, that there was no evidence, and secondly, throwing the blame back at India, saying the whole conspiracy was Indian.
Yes.
They changed overnight. Why?
Why? Last
night, President Obama spoke to President Zardari. That is the only development which took place after Mr. Gilani's ridiculous statement that India had provided no evidence, that the whole thing was hatched in India, and he quoted Mr. Narendra Modi to that effect. So they were obfuscating till last night. It was after the Obama phone call. They have responded to American pressure, which is growing. Don't forget, Yazid, the Al-Qaeda man, was proclaimed to be dead by the Pakistan army because though he had earlier said that he was responsible for the assassination of Benazir Bhutto. There is an Al-Qaeda Lashkar-e-Taiba linkage, and the Americans are not going to take that lightly, especially as the Lashkar has killed their citizens. So, yes, they are fighting, as I entirely agree. I couldn't agree more with Mr. Salve, that they're setting us up. The whole aim of this is going to be to limit it till these foot soldiers and keep the generals away. Definitely, as you have noted, Zakiur Rahman Lakhvi or Zarar Shah have not been arrested. Some joker whose name nobody knows is said to be the mastermind of this.
Yes.
It's like I said the other day, Hitler saying some corporal in Poland was responsible for the Holocaust of Jews.
Yes.
So I think we should be careful. Yes, Pakistan, by admitting this, has again proved to the world that it is the epicenter of global terrorism.
Yes.
But to expect that they are going to follow through on this, it's going to require a lot of pressure. Right. I don't think we have wielded that sort of pressure. It's come largely from the Americans.
Now,
so it depends on how you play your diplomacy.
So there's a question G. Parthasarthi throws on the table. Is this realization? Is this a statement of how truthful and honest and well-intended Pakistan is, or is this happening under pressure from Barack Obama? Before I go to our guest from Pakistan, our viewers would want to know, Yusuf alias Muzammil, the operations commander of the Lashkar-e-Toiba, has still not been arrested or even been detained by the Pakistani authorities. Our intelligence sources are telling us this is the man who is believed to be in active touch who was believed to be in active touch with the Mumbai terror module. Nobody knows where he is. And therefore, questions will be asked in December when the Pakistan government was trying to clean up internally. Was he also given a safe haven or asked to move away? Tariq Azim is with us. Tariq Azim, G. Parthasati said Barack Obama called Zardari yesterday and read him out the riot act, which is why Pakistan changed its position once again in 24 hours. Mr. Azim.
Hello.
Mr. Azim.
Hello. Yes. Can you repeat the? Yeah. Yes. Can you repeat the question again, please?
Question is straight, sir. Question is straight. Yesterday, Pakistan said no FIR. Yesterday, Pakistan said no action. GeoTV reports are wrong. Yesterday, Barack Obama called Zardari, and today Pakistan holds this press conference. Did Obama force Pakistan to say what it did today?
Well, I am not privy to the conversation between President Obama and President Zardari. I understand it was a courtesy call. This is the first call made by President Obama to President Zardari after he took office. I'm not privy to what happened. Maybe some people taking part in your program, maybe they are privy, they have listened to the conversation. I haven't.